Today we're taking a look at a big update for Hertz drums. We've got version 2.0 with a new plugin, new interface. We're going to take a look at that, as well as the new Grand Rock pack that is coming out. That is a sample set for Hertz drums. So first up, I've got a demo track with a full mix for the Grand Rock pack, and then I'm going to do some isolated drum playthroughs, show you some of the presets in that. And lastly, we'll take a look at the plugin and what's new there, some of the new features, and the new look. As always, there are timestamps if you want to jump to a particular section, but you should just watch the whole thing. So let's check out the demo. We've got a total of 20 presets in the Grand Rock pack, and of course I'm not going to have time to go through all of those, but like the Fame and Fury pack, they're based on different artists, different albums, so you can get a sense from the titles what they're supposed to sound like, but they give you a kind of starting point if you're looking to get in a similar genre. This time, rather than being more metal focused, they're more rock focused. So I'm just going to go through some of the presets from especially some of the big albums that you probably know. This first one's called Back in Black, and I bet you can't guess what that is a reference to. This next one's called Highway to California. Killin' in the Name. Rock in the Wall. This one is Smells Like Rock Spirit. Smoke on the drums. Welcome to the drum jungle. Well, there's a sampling the presets. There are more to check out, but we've got to move on. If you're into covers or you like these bands, you're into rock music, well, there's a good variety of rock bands, rock albums, and different decades, genres for you to check out. So, let's go over to the computer and take a look at the new plugin and what's new with the interface there, some of the new features. So here we have the Hertz Drums 2.0 plugin. And it's going to be pretty similar if you're familiar with the original Hertz Drums plugin, but it's got some nice new features. The first one I'm excited about is being resizable. So here's the default 100%. You can see on my screen, it's pretty small. And I believe this was the size of the original one. It's a little small. So now we've got different increments and it gets up to 200%. So quite big. That will not fit on my screen, even with a 1440p monitor. So I will leave it at 150%, but that's nice, big plug-in. I can see everything. We've also got a little cleaner layout. The right-hand panels that used to always be open are now something you can toggle. There are two panels here, one for the microphone and volume, which also has our ambience selector, and then we have tuning and velocity. So it's a little easier to see everything. They're bigger and a little more spread out. Now the Hertz drums have quite a few options for customizing the sound. There's different microphones for each of the shells and cymbals that you can select individually. There are these different channels for the DI, sub, effects, overhead, send amount. And we have this nice ambience XY plot where we can easily adjust the amount of room and reverb. And this is done per drum. So if I go ahead and select the tom here, I can change the ambience for just this one. But if we shift click, it will change for all the toms. that's cool. You can do it individually or as a group. Same thing, if I shift click one of the microphones, I can select mic B for all the toms rather than just one. But I can also do it individually if I want. We also now have different skins for all the different packs. So it used to all be this teal skin, and now we've got different colors for each of the different packs, which is a nice little feature. In fact, the original teal isn't really there anymore. It's kind of here on the Fame and Fury, but it's a little different, and it makes more sense with the different drum kits. You can kind of see what they are. And now you can see if I swap out some of the kit pieces, you can also see the different shell colors. So I could easily see that this tom is from the white pack. This one's from the raw pack, which is also the white pack, but unprocessed. So that's a nice little thing if you want to build a custom drum kit with different shells from different packs, which might be a little excessive, but at least you can visually see it now. There's also different snare colors for each of the different packs. Unfortunately, there isn't individual skins for every single snare, which would be cool, but every different pack, the white pack, red pack, and so on, have a different snare skin. Much of the navigation is the same, so if I have the mixer toggled here, you can see the mixer down here with all the faders. Of course, if you want to tweak the sound of an individual drum, most of that is done with this right-hand panel. The library/sampler will bring up this window, which allows me to change the individual kit pieces. Grooves is where we find our MIDI tracks, so if you want to use their built-in MIDI grooves, you can find all of them here and just drag and drop them into your project. The middle menu has all the different drum packs and presets. This little speaker icon is the audio routing, and we can click the multi-outs to automatically assign all of our kit pieces to different channels. As you can see in my DAW, I've got separate channels for all the different drums, so I can individually process them and mix them just as I normally would do with acoustic drums. In the MIDI window, we can change our MIDI mapping, and there's lots of different presets for hardware and software MIDI mapping from other big brands. We've also got the dynamic profile, which will change how dynamic your velocity layers are, so you can kind of compress everything to be more or less dynamic, as well as an electronic hi-hat dynamic profile. In the settings, you can load up your different sample libraries as well as MIDI libraries if you have any grooves, and change the overall performance of the drum kit. So if you have a slower computer, you may want to run it on a lower performance, and then when you go to render, change it to high performance. We also have the stereo flip there if you want to switch the whole drum kit. Now, there are new versions of all the sample libraries for Hertz 2.0. I don't know if anything has been changed or added to those, or if they've just been sort of reformatted for the new plugin. So I can't really speak to whether or not the sound is at all upgraded or improved over the old ones. They were already good, so I don't know about that, but there are new libraries that you'll get if you own them already. So it's primarily a cosmetic upgrade, but I definitely appreciate being resizable as well as having the individual skins for all the different packs. Just makes it look nicer, more fun to use, and I like the layout better. Things are a little bit less cluttered, and having them bigger just makes it easier to tweak stuff and see what's going on. So I definitely appreciate the upgrade, and if there is any upgrades to the sample libraries in terms of sound, then that's always welcome too, but I haven't done a strict A/B comparison to tell you if that is the case. So there'll be links in the description to check out everything from Hertz drums and the new Grand Rock Pack. As always, thanks for watching, smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.